Hello guys, so on this video we're just going to focus on the features of fundamental trading. So I want you to focus on follow me closely, all right? As I'm going to use this short time to explain some of the features or characteristics of fundamental trading. Okay, so one of the features, one of the things to look out for when you see fundamental happenings is actually the presence of high volatility. Okay, high volatility, it's the tendency for the market to really move, okay, to really move or to make very large moves within a short time. Okay, all right, that's one of the elements. Okay, so another characteristics is what is manipulation. Okay, so let's look at this high volatility on the chart. Okay, when we talk about high volatility, we are talking about something like this. Okay, look at this chart, just look at it carefully. Look at the spike here. This is a spike on news release on CPI. Okay, all right, so this is a very high movement within a very short time. Within few seconds, this happened, this spike. Okay, so this is an example of what we call what? Of what we call, just look at it. Okay, of what we call high volatility. The market becomes very volatile. Okay, so next is manipulation. Manipulation. Okay, let's look at what is manipulation. Manipulation in the real sense, as the name implies, okay, manipulation. If you are manipulating a particular thing, which means there are people that you want them to fall prey to your scheme or what you are trying to program. Okay, which means you are programming something so that you outsmart some certain people. Okay, so the market is a game that is that has the market makers, and those market makers are the institutions. All right, they are the ones that actually, it's like a conspiracy theory. Okay, so whatever they do on the market is to their own, is to favor them. Let me put it that way. Okay, so that's why you tend to see a lot of manipulations in the market. A lot of manipulations in the market. Okay, so for you to succeed in the trading space, you have to know what the institutions know and also trade in the standpoint or from the standpoint of the institution. Okay, you have to look at the market from the with the eye of the institutions for you to also succeed in the market, because it's their market, obviously. All right, yeah. So I give you an example of manipulation. Here, remember we said this is an accumulation. There's something called the AMD, right, concept in the ICT concept, which is very powerful and works very, very well. Okay, so the AMD concept, AMD AMD concept is what we call the accumulation. That's for A, that's what A stands for. M is manipulation, and then D is what? Distribution. Okay, so accumulation, remember our market structure, we said there's consolidation. So another name for consolidation is what? Accumulation, when the institutions or the are accumulating contracts. So you see the market forming unwillingness to move up or down, it consolidates. Okay, like in this scenario here. Okay, this is Asian session. Okay, the opening of Asian session and the close of Asian session. Okay, and you can see that throughout the Asian session, most times the market is consolidating. All right, you can see that here, you can see that here. All right, these are the days, these are the sessions. Okay, you can see when the day opened here, look at what happened. It began to what? Consolidate during the Asian range. Okay, so most times, look at when the day opened. This is the opening of the day here, and we see a word? Consolidation, an accumulation. Right, so if you keep scrolling back, that is what you keep seeing. after the opening of the day, all right, between 12 o'clock West African time to 5 a.m. This is what you see on the chart. Okay, you see the market what, so it's called Asian range. Asian range. Okay, so the concept of AMD says after accumulation you see what, manipulation. So manipulation is simply tricking the retail traders. See here, the market looks as if it's going down, then all of a sudden cleared out liquidity on this, on the low of the Asian session, then distributed to the upside. That's AMD. It accumulated, it manipulated, and then moved to the opposite direction. So I don't want to go too far. All right, so I think that has been taken, okay, for that manipulation, right? So the next one is the spike, okay? So talking about the spike, obviously on the same chart, you can see what happened, okay? You can see what happened here. You can see what happened on the previous chart. I showed you this is a spike. A spike is it's an explosive movement in price, okay, within a very short time. It can be within seconds, just 1 second, boom, then it explodes, okay. Yeah, and that is what we are looking for as for the mental traders, okay. You're not looking for all these chunky movements that will waste your time, okay. So I'll show you how to play it safe, okay. All right, so that's it for spikes. Then another feature of fundamentals you see is the presence of what, your previous data, forecast data, and also your actual data, okay. So let me show you what that is quickly, although I will explain it in our next videos when we are talking about the interface of Forex Factory, okay, and how to navigate through. All right, so look at this, you can see that on every news here there is time. These are the time which the news is going to happen. So what I want you to pay attention to now is just this side. You discover that there is what, something called what, previous here, okay. These are the previous data on the news here that happened on this currency, okay. Take for example this first one, we have Australian dollar, right? That's the currency. This is the name of the news, flash manufacturing PMI, okay, and it's happening by 12 a.m. So, and also on the last previous, that's the previous data now, it's 47.3. That's the previous data, okay. Let me use the one that has the forecast. Let's say this one, CNY, that's Chinese yen, okay. Or let's use okay, let's use this card. All right, this Canadian dollar by 1:30 p.m. we have IPPI, okay, news. So look at it. The previous data says what? The data was 7.0%, okay. Then the forecast, which is this line here, the forecast is saying it will be what, 0.8%. Then you can see that the actual is what, empty. Why is the actual empty? Because it's not the day for the news release yet, okay. That will happen on April 21 and today is April 20th, as you can see here. So that's why the actual news is blank, it's not released yet until that time of this day, of April 21 by 1:30 p.m. that we are expecting to see the outcome of this news what released, okay. But for now we can only use this forecast to predict, and I'll show you how to do that in the next video, okay. That will unveil the interface and how to analyze using Forex Factory on what to expect, okay. So I hope you got value from this video. Okay, I've spoken about previous, forecast, and also actual. So the actual is actually the outcome or the result of the news, okay. Is the result or the outcome, that is this blank space until the news has been released. Before you see the data will now be written here. Let's look at the previous data. You see that the ones that have been released, you see that the outcomes are good. So you can see that now see the actual news. Look at them. Look at them. The ones that have been released already. You see them. The figures are there. All right. Okay. So I hope this was helpful. Okay. That is all for this session. This series. Okay. So we are going to talk about the next topic in another episode. So if you found value from this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also turn on the notification button so that whenever I give out videos like this with so much value, you can also benefit from it. And also don't forget to share with friends. Okay, share with friends. This is a premium knowledge I'm giving out here for free so that you also learn these things. Okay, so thank you so much, and thanks for watching till the end of this video. Catch you in the next episode, the next video. All right, see you and have a nice day.